Hello everyone, and welcome back to the official YouTube channel of Amit Ranjan. Nestled in the heart of India, lies a treasure trove that has been a symbol of prosperity for centuries. Welcome to the historic Jonnagiri Gold Mines, a place where the past meets the promise of a golden future. Namaste and welcome to our special coverage on the Jonnagiri Gold Mines. Today, we unravel the significance of this ancient site and explore why it truly matters for the nation of India. The ancients called it Swarnagiri, Gold Mountain. Time corrupted the name to Sonagiri, then Jonnagiri. But did Swarnagiri really have gold? It did, and still does. And by this time next year, India's first private gold mine of the modern era could be producing tons of the yellow metal annually in Jonnagiri. But let's not telescope time so fast. Jonnagiri in Andhra Pradesh's Kurnool district is just a village now, but in the days of Ashoka the Great it was the headquarters of the southern part of his empire. Some of his famous 3rd century BCE rock edicts have been found here. You can also see telltale marks of gold prospecting from centuries ago. A huge rock cut well near a temple is probably a relic of an ancient gold rush. We don't know how much gold the rocks of Jonnagiri yielded in bygone days. Probably a good deal, for Ashoka made it clear that the gold, gemstones and diamonds found at the site belonged to him. Hundreds of years later, the Cholas were masters of Jonnagiri's gold. Some more centuries passed, and we know the British tried but weren't very successful. They moved on to Kolar, about 300 kilometers away in Karnataka, and scripted KGF movie. Closed now, Kolar gold mine was far bigger. The Kannada blockbuster series of KGF films has made Kolar goldfields a household name in the past few years. While the films are set in the 1970s and 80s, the mines are century-old. The Cholas are said to have tried their hand at gold mining here more than 1000 years ago. However, British industrialist John Taylor III really turned Kolar's tap on in the 1880s. His company, John Taylor & Sons, operated the Kolar mines from 1880 to 1956, when they were nationalized. To run the mines, Kolar even had electricity before the rest of India. By the time operations at Kolar were shut in 2001, due to a sharp fall in international gold prices, the mines had yielded about 900 tons of gold. But Geomaisore's managing director, Dr. Modali Hanuma Prasad, says KGF would have again become profitable had the center borne the losses for 2 years. Kolar mines still have gold reserves, he believes. India's only significant gold producer now is Hutti mine in Karnataka that was revived in 1947. Since then, it has produced nearly 2 tons of gold per year. Back to the golden age. Jonnagiri wasn't forgotten, though. 30 years ago, the Geological Survey of India, GSI, came over and looked carefully at the village's old excavations. Their studies between 1991 and 1994 helped them identify blocks with significant potential for gold extraction. All they needed to do now was to start picking up the yellow pieces, right? Wrong. Gold is precious because it is so rare. In Jonnagiri, the private mining company Geomaisore is prepared to sift through up to 2 tons of soil to find 1 gram of gold. Files had to be moved, government policies made, and it was 2006 by the time Geomaisore first applied for a license to explore Jonnagiri. Clearances didn't come until 2013. In that time, Facebook had opened to the public, bought Instagram, and was on the verge of acquiring WhatsApp. Geomaisore, which is jointly owned by Triveni Earth Movers Private Limited, 60%, and Deccan Gold Mines Limited, 40%, has spent the past 10 years analyzing the Jonnagiri site. Since the grant of mining lease, extensive advance exploration has been carried out, which includes trenching, soil sampling, IP survey, magnetic survey and drilling, says Geomaisore's managing director Dr. Modali Hanuma Prasad. About 33,000 square meters of close-spaced drilling has been done, from which we could establish considerable deposits in the area. Mining starts next year. Geomaisore is gearing up to kick off full-scale commercial operations at Jonnagiri by August 2024, says Prasad, who earlier worked with the GIS. They will only the second operational gold miner in India after the Karnataka government-owned Hutti Gold Mines Company Limited, and have set a target of producing about 1 ton of gold every year through the open-pit mining and processing project. But how much gold does Jonnagiri hold? There's enough to make the mine profitable, says Geomaisore. The gold is distributed across the 4 blocks east, west, south and north of the license area. Detailed evaluation of the east block has shown presence of 6.8 tons of mineable gold. Enough to keep the mine going for 8-9 years. The metallurgical test work program has been conducted primarily at the facilities of SGS Johannesburg, South Africa, with additional evaluation being done at the Indian Bureau of Mines, IBM, facility in Bengaluru, says Geomesur's Director, Operations, Manas Ranjan Biswal. The company estimates the open pit method will be economically viable till a depth of 180 meters. They are prepared to mine till the concentrations of gold in the ore falls to 0.6 grams per ton. We expect to produce at least 1 ton of gold annually, which could bring the firm into break-even range within 5-6 years, says Prasad, adding the detailed assessment of the west, north and south blocks could potentially increase the mineable gold to 14 tons, and the mine life to 15 years. Moving mountains of ore. Luckily, gold in the Jonnagiri ore can be recovered with the cheap gravity separation method, says Biswal. To achieve the target of 1 ton per annum of gold, a processing plant with a capacity to sift through 1500 tons of ore daily will be set up. The ore will be crushed in 3 stages and then pulverized in a ball mill before the gold is separated from the dirt in a hydrocyclone, a kind of centrifuge. The machine will churn 50 tons of ore per hour. For now, though, a pilot-scale processing plant based on the gravity technique is being used. This plant has a capacity of 2 tons per hour. It has helped the company understand the commercial and technical aspects, and minimize risks. Geomysore has already spent Rs. 200 crore on the project and will invest more when starting commercial operations. In the contemporary context, the Jonnagiri Gold Mines play a pivotal role in India's economic landscape. With the ever-increasing demand for gold, both domestically and globally, these mines have the potential to bolster India's position as a major player in the global gold market. The revenue generated from these mines contributes to the country's GDP and helps in stabilizing the trade balance. Despite the economic benefits, it's crucial to address the environmental impact of mining activities. Sustainable mining practices are imperative to preserve the ecological balance of the region. Initiatives such as reforestation and water conservation are being implemented to mitigate the environmental footprint of the mining operations, ensuring a harmonious coexistence between nature and economic development. The Jonnagiri Gold Mines serve as a source of livelihood for the local communities, providing employment opportunities and fostering socio-economic development. The responsible mining practices have led to the upliftment of the living standards of the nearby villages, empowering the local populace and creating a ripple effect of progress and prosperity in the region. In essence, the Jonnagiri Gold Mines embody the spirit of India's rich heritage, its economic prowess, and its commitment to sustainable development. As we journey through the annals of history and progress, let us remember the invaluable contributions of this remarkable site to the tapestry of our nation's story. With every glint of gold extracted from its depths, Jonnagiri continues to shine as a beacon of India's enduring legacy and promising future. If you found this information valuable, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more engaging content. Thank you for joining us on this insightful exploration. Until next time, Dhanyawad and Jai Hind.